Niblick of the Math Brigade. Hello, Mommy dearest. I was just thinking of you. And you were just thinking of me. Isn't that a coincidence? I see you want to know if Blackstone is going to be on the show today. Well, he certainly is. Yes, he's an amazing magician. And he's a very adept mathematician as well. Oh, you can do the tricks that he shows us on the show? That's wonderful. You say you've surprised your friends with some of his tricks? And you say you show them one of your tricks and they always react in the same way? What way is that, Mother of me? Your friends always disappear. Bye-bye, Mommy dearest. I wonder if Blackstone can show me how to make phone calls disappear.
Mathman, your mission is to eat all numbers which are 2 more than a multiple of 5 and no others. When you encounter a number, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the shallow Mr. Glitch. He will eat you if you are wrong.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Wow.
Let's see here. It's a 9 and times 5. 5 plus 2. Yep.
Bye.
Mathman, Mathman, Mathman. 2 more than a multiple of 5. Mathman, Mathman, Mathman. 2 more than 100, and that's a multiple of 5.
Get anything.
Mathman, 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 Mathman. 2 more than a multiple of 5. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Not 78. Not that I can see. Mathman, 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 Mathman. 2 more than a multiple of 5. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Mathman, 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 Mathman.
My car, Bob.
And this is a little something that I do with 5 envelopes. Now, we're going to... Yes?
Blackstone?
Oh, Reggie, I'm glad you came in. Come here just a second.
well, sure.
I want to ask you to help me out. Stand right over here for a second. I have 5 envelopes right here. And may I borrow a $20 bill?
Oh, sure.
You got a 20?
All right, money bags. I just have a 1.
Oh, only a 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let me use the 1 for just a moment. You don't mind if I use your 1?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
Like
because...
that, though?
Well, I don't know. You may not. Because, you see, if you have a 1, and if you say the magic word like that, you see when you do that, you know what that is?
What?
That's called showmanship. Okay. And then when you open it up, you find that, indeed, you have a $20 bill.
I like this.
Wow,
Wait,
now, there's your $20 bill. Now, I want you to place it inside of that envelope.
Okay.
You do it yourself. There we go. And place it in there. The envelope is empty.
I'm
Okay,
washing
I'm
it.
going to fold it. Is that
Fold it,
right?
put it right inside.
Okay.
And there, now just if you would, stick your tongue out. There you go.
Ooh.
There. Now we're going to mix up the envelopes. All these others have been sealed ahead of time, and the one with the money in it is there. Okay? Now,
Okay.
would you mind shuffling them up for me?
Be glad to.
Mix them up. All right?
Shuffle, shuffle.
And would you mix them up too,
Da,
please?
da, 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 da,
Very
da.
good, then.
Hey,
Okay.
all right.
Thank you.
All
All
right.
right, I'm better
Good.
at shuffling envelopes
Shuffle
than I am
off the
cards.
buffalo.
Da, da,
No,
da, da.
don't bend them up. Shuffle them.
Excuse me,
All
I
right.
misunderstood.
And now we have all of the envelopes right here. Now we're going to play a little game that I call Harry.
Harry.
I'm going to ask you to spell the name Harry, placing one envelope with each letter on the bottom, and then keep the envelope on Y.
Okay.
Then pass the remainder of the envelopes along to Arthur, and so on, and you'll see a most interesting thing happen.
Yeah,
Do that if
okay.
you would, please.
All right. H.
H.
A. R. R. Y.
You keep that one. Now, Arthur, you do the
Oh,
same
my.
thing.
H-A-R-R-Y.
You got that.
Keep that and...
I feel lucky today.
H-A-R-R-Y.
All right, this is it for the money.
This is it.
H-A-R-R-Y. I've got it.
Yeah.
Now, let's all open our envelopes and see what's inside.
I'm a
Beverly,
rich
what's
woman.
inside?
I'm a
You
rich
got
woman.
there? Are you a rich woman? See, this is a wonderful game to play. And
I
inside,
feel it. I feel
you feel it?
I got stiff.
What do you find inside?
A note. It's better luck next time.
Arthur, what's in your envelope?
This isn't your lucky day.
Oh. What have we got, Cindy?
Back to square one.
Sorry, wrong envelope.
And inside of mine, we have
Aha!
the money. How about that? Now, to do this trick, you need 5 envelopes. That's all. And you place a bill, any denomination bill, into here. Now, to begin with, you write funny notes and you put them in the other 4 envelopes and put the bill into the 5th envelope. Now, mix up the envelopes, but before you begin, you put a tiny little mark on the corner of the envelope that has the bill in it. So when you mix up the envelopes, you can make sure that the bill is in the envelope that is second from the top. So that, you see, we do it this way, and then there's one on top of it, and the others are underneath it, like this, you see? Just like that. Now, you hand the stack of envelopes to the first player, and you ask him to spell Harry, putting the top envelope on the bottom as he speaks each letter. And when he comes to Y in Harry, he keeps that envelope and passes the remainder on to the next player. And he also spells Harry, keeping the letter Y, passing it on to the 3rd and the 4th player, doing exactly the same. And the 5th envelope comes back to you, and when it opens, after all the funny notes have been read by the rest, you've got the one with the money in it. Voila! That's the way you do it. Now, you can do this yourself with your name, if your name has 5 letters in it. If it has more or less than 5 letters, you might have to put the envelope with the money into a different position. You see? So, why don't you figure it out? Yeah, wasn't that fun? Right? In fact, you could even do it with your name. Your name, Reggie, has 5. Oh, by the way, you came in a minute ago. What was it that you wanted?
Oh, that's right. You know, you parked your car in the wrong spot, and there's a guy out there towing it away.
And you didn't tell me?
Well,
oh, my goodness.
come on. I want to find out about the dollar bill into the 20. That's right.
Look, I was just trying to impress her when I said combinatorics. It was just a word I'd seen in a magazine somewhere. And she says, oh, do you know what combinatorics means? And I noticed how I didn't, but would she like to go to the dance with me? Because that's why I really called. So she says, how many shirts do you own? I said, 11. She said, how many sweaters do you own? I said, 4. She says, how many pairs of pants do you own? I said, 5. But, then I thought to myself, what's going on here? And she says, well, if you took all those shirts, pants, and sweaters and combined them together every which way that you possibly could, how many outfits would you come up with? And I thought, gee, do you want to go to the dance or what? And so she says, what's 11 times 4 times 5? And I said, hold on a second. My dog wants to talk to me because I was being cool, So I get back on the phone. I say, 220. She says, that's combinatorics. And she hung up on me. I said, well, look, if she's going to go to the dance with me, how many pairs of pants, shirts, sweaters do I got to wear?
Combinatorics. It's not just a word anymore.
only tourist across the street. She's the timekeeper. It's like arithmetic. It's like arithmetic. What does 11 plus 7 equal? What does 3 minus 5 equal? Figure it out on a whiteboard clock. Counting to the river tick tock, tick tock. She's keeping time at the factory. She's the timekeeper. Her only tool is to clock your feet. She's the timekeeper. She's keeping time at the factory. Oh yeah, timekeeper. Her only tool is to clock your feet. Oh yeah, timekeeper. She's keeping time at the factory. Timekeeper.
Mr. DePinner doesn't know he's on our hidden camera.
I got a headache. I tell you right about now, 6 overweight elephants are playing soccer with my eyeballs.
It sounds like a data headache.
I got a data headache.
Too much information and no way to organize it.
I was driving my cab, see, minding my own business when... I got hit from behind by a truckload of numbers. Gas, repairs, parking, tickets. I almost went through the windshield.
Will you try a pie chart?
A pie chart?
A quick, easy way to organize and display data.
I'll try it.
Pie chart. Just one of the many tables, charts, and graphs available to you anytime, anywhere. When in doubt, chart it out.
Hey. The elephants are gone. I feel fantastic. The pie chart put all those numbers in an organized form. And now, for the first time in my life, I understand all my costs.
Will you use pie charts in the future?
Does the chicken have lips?
Oh, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
The story you're about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Thursday, 9:43 a.m., and the cars were backed up throughout the greater Los Angeles area due to a year-end sale on cheetah fun furs. The cheetahs had traffic snarled. A case which we had been working on, or a case on which we had been working, seemed to take us down one blind alley after another. We decided to review the problem and take a good look at what we had been through. An eccentric comedian named Roscoe Fatty Tissue had passed away and left his earthly belongings to his parrot named Little Louie and a young friend named Walter Trepling. Little Louie had been placed in Walter's loving care.
This is where Little Louie lives.
After catching an ersatz ghost who claimed to be looking for Fatty's fortune, we got a report that Little Louie was missing. We organized a search party. Both Fatty and Little Louie loved numbers and mathematics.
Walter, what are those numbers Little Louie used to recite?
1, 1, 2, 3.
That's what I thought. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3.
5. Eureka!
Using a series of numbers a mathematician named Fibonacci discovered in the year 1202, George lured the bird out of hiding. The Fibonacci sequence also led us to a wall safe hidden behind a painting which represented the famed series of numbers. We thought we had the fortune.
It's an identical pattern.
But no fortune. Just another puzzle and no time to solve it because Little Louie was missing again. But this time...
Someone broke the lock on his cage. He's been bird-napped.
We put our numbers on the back burner and began a frantic search for little Louie that took us to pet stores.
I hope nothing unbird-like has happened to him.
If you hear anything, Mr. Puck, please let us know. We even checked taxidermists. Finally, we paid a visit to our ghost from an earlier episode. And...
It's Monday! Mr. Franklin, look! Birdseed!
Not birdseed, it's stale grape nuts.
Well, well. Mind if I use your phone, Mr. Tedge? I want to call for a backup unit and have you arrested.
Be my guest.
Phone's dead. Don't you ever pay your phone bill, Mr. Tedge? Mr. Tedge?
Out of here!
When we got back to Mathnet HQ, we put out an APB on Norman Tedge and decided to try and figure out this case. George, maybe it's time to play What Do We Know?
What do we know? What do we know? Sacramento is the capital of California. Rock! How do you play What Do We Know?
It's a way of organizing facts, Walter. When you're trying to solve a problem, you can't afford to overlook anything.
Okay. We know Fatty had a fortune.
Do we know that for sure, Kate?
Debbie checked that out for us. She said he made more than $15 million from his movies.
Wow! We're talking money now. Big bucks, rock!
But where is it?
Maybe he took it with him. You know, in the coffin.
Debbie checked that out, too. He was buried at Forest Lawn by the funeral home of Tinker's two Ever's two fat champs. It was a simple ceremony, and there was nothing in the box but fatty tissue.
I checked the banks. They would have records of monies in that amount. I even checked under aliases. You know, pseudonyms. AKA, also known as, phony names.
Yes.
Well, nothing. The money has to be at the house.
So we know he had a lot of money, and it's probably somewhere at the house.
But I never saw it.
You don't know of any other safes or good hiding places?
No, sir.
The other thing we know is that Fatty loved numbers and mathematics.
We sure do. Complicated mathematics.
And puzzles.
Why did the frog cross the road?
Like the tape recording?
He was stapled to the kitchen.
Uh-huh. Stop and smell the roses?
And that puzzle led us to the wall and these tiles.
What is that?
It's a representation of the wall outside Fatty's house, Walter. We thought we had another Fibonacci sequence on our hands.
We thought it might lead us to the fortune.
But it doesn't work?
Nope. Starts out the same. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5.
But then it changes.
I see what you mean. 3, 3, 1, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3. Doesn't make any sense.
Not yet, anyway. I'll keep working on it.
And I'll check dispatch and see if we've had any luck in catching up with Norman Tedge.
Skin him alive. Tar and feathers are too good for him. But it is the same as the Fibonacci sequence to start, isn't it, Mr. Franklin?
It sure is, Walter.
1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 3 is 5.
Uh-huh. Go on.
3 and 5 is 8. But 8 tiles won't fit on the wall, huh, Mr. Franklin?
No, they won't, Walter.
Unless you carry.
Carry me back to old Virginia.
Carry?
Well, sort of like in adding. When you have too many for the ones place, you carry over to the tens place and leave the remainder. You know what I mean, Mr. Franklin?
Remainder. Carry, you say? Walter, I think you've done it. Look at this. 1 and 1 is...
2.
And 1 and 2 is?
3.
And 2 and 3 is?
5. But 3 and 5 is 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we pass 5, we drop back to 1, 2, 3. 3 and 5 is 8. See? There are 3 tiles in this column.
George, what are you doing?
Look at this, Kate. 3 plus 3 is?
6.
So?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop back to 1 for 6. You see, Kate, every time the count goes over 5, we drop back to 1.
I see. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 plus 5 is
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
drop back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I think it works across the wall.
No, it doesn't, Mr. Frankly. 2 plus 4 is 6. Take away 5, that's 1, not 2. The wall has an extra tile. It spoils the pattern.
In a way it does. But in another way, it might be where...
Eureka!
Fatty hid the treasure.
2 plus 4 is...
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop back to 1.
But there are 2.
What is it, George?
It's a key to a safe deposit box.
A what?
It's a secure place at a bank where people can keep valuable and private things.
This one is at the next to the last national bank.
Let's roll.
Kate, before I open the vault, I'd just like to take a moment and say that if it hadn't been for all of us working together under very trying circumstances, sticking it out, trying to solve this very difficult mathematical problem, we'd probably never have found ourselves on the brink.
Open it!
Well, I was just getting to it.
Good evening, ladies and germs. As I look into your faces, and I see a lot of faces that need looking into, I'd just like to say, Walter, in this box is enough money for you to get a very, very good college education. I want you to use it and learn. Learn as much as you can, because nobody can take that away from you. Good luck, and I'd like to say this to my fine feathered friend, Little Louie.
Go for it.
Did I ever tell you the one about the born-again bureaucrat and the overstuffed sofa?
Eureka!
Norman Tedge was picked up by the ever-vigilant Los Angeles Police Department while walking near the Beverly Hills Hotel without permission or white shoes. He was convicted of a 487F, grand theft feathers, and caged away from society until he began to molt.